Hello, I'm Michael Diamond, and you're watching Muscle Central. All right, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about training. To be specific, the squat. Now, I'm sure just about everybody will agree that the squat is the king of the leg exercises. If you want to build big quads, big, strong, muscular quads, you need to squat. Now, there's many variations of squats. We're going to talk about the standard back squat. Now, there's a debate on how low should you go when you're squatting. Now, some say ass to the grass, balls to the floor, whichever expression you prefer best. It's self-explanatory. The bar strapped is across your back, and you go down as low as you can. You try to make the ass touch the floor. Now, do you need to go down that low to build your quads? Now, I personally say no, and let me give you my reasons why. When you're squatting, you want your quads to be doing the bulk of the work. Sure, other muscles are coming into play. You're using your whole body in some manner or another when you squat. Of course, the emphasis is on the quads. But you want to minimize the work from the other muscles and keep the focus of the work, the majority of the work being done by the muscle you're intending to work, the quads. Now, when you're squatting, if you start going down ass to the floor, ass to the grass, as they say, once you start going down a little bit below the parallel point, stress starts getting shifted off the quads and into the hip flexors. Now, you want to maximize the tension on the quads. So, like I said, once you start going down a little bit below parallel, some of the workload starts to shift. Another problem in going that low, you want to build your quads up. You don't want to put undue stress on your joints. When you're squatting, you're working hard. You got a decent amount of weight across your shoulders. As you go down deeper and deeper, you're putting a lot of stress on the knee joint. Now, the more weight you have on across your shoulders, the lower you go, the more you're stressing that knee joint. A lot of bodybuilders tend to have knee issues amongst other issues as their career goes on. So what's happening now is you're going down that low, you're putting a lot of stress on the knee joints. Also, as I said first, once you start going down a bit below parallel, you start shifting the tension off the quads. And what's bringing you out of that hole is not the quadriceps. What's getting you out of that hole is your hip flexors. You want to work the quads. Now, you're squatting, you reach parallel or a little bit below, then you have to stop to reverse the momentum. That stopping action is really going to fire up your quads. You got to stop it, stop the momentum of you going down and reverse the motion. That is really going to fire up the quads big time. Also, keep in mind, when a lot of people go down ass to the grass, they're just going down that low, that in itself is going to be putting a lot of stress on the knees. And what people tend to do when they go down that low, they tend to go down and bounce out of the hole. That's gonna compound the stress that's put on the knee joint. Okay, to conclude this video, the squat is a great exercise for building legs. You want to build big, strong, muscular quads. Squat. You do not need to go ass to the grass. Like I said, you're putting an excessive amount of stress on your knees. And once you go below a certain point, the workload is being shifted somewhat from the quads to your hip flexors. And it's your hip flexors that are getting you out of the hole. So no, for bodybuilding purposes, you do not, and for longevity, to preserve the body, you don't need to go that low. Parallel or a little bit below parallel, stop and reverse the motion, come back up. You'll find that your body in the long run will thank you for it. Okay, you might agree or disagree with me in what I just said, which either way, please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, and by all means subscribe. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. Once again, this is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.